Hey adventurers, I'm a little bit out of practice. It's been several months now since I've actually filmed a video, even though I've had videos coming out. But today is going to be a book haul. I think I'm gonna call this my summer book haul or something like that. And this is just a bunch of books that I've gotten over the summer that I want to talk about, or gotten since the last time that I filmed a video. So we will go through these. First two that I want to mention real quick. I've got the Building of the Panama Canal in Historic Photographs by Ulrich Keller. So this is about the Panama Canal and the building of the Panama Canal. Just history, fun stuff, interesting that I like because I like learning about Latin America. I like learning about all that kind of stuff, Spanish, whatnot. And in the same vein as that, I have Narraciones Panameñas by Berta Maria Cabezas. This is Tradiciones, Leyendas, Cuentos y Relatos. So basically fairy tales, traditions, legends from Panama. And so that's what this is. It's just short little stories, not anything super long or anything like that, but it is all in Spanish, and so it's a good opportunity for me to practice Spanish. All right, so let's get into these books that I've gotten. I don't know the exact order that I got these in. I don't remember. I know some of them that are older and some of them that are newer, so we'll talk about this one that we'll just go down through the list, and I'll mention them as I go down through them. The first one though is the Threadlight Omnibus edition from Zach Argyle. This is absolutely gorgeous. I think I might have some other footage that I can put in here of what it looks like, or I'm not sure, but this is just absolutely gorgeous. Prettier than I was expecting, quite honestly. It looks like an antique book that you would find in your grandparents' book collection somewhere, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, the way that it all looks. It's very, very pretty, very nice artwork inside, and then outside is just fantastic with the slipcase to keep it protected a little bit better. I have already read Threadlight, and I'm not planning on doing a reread anytime soon, but if I remember correctly, Zach Argyle wrote another chapter or something to go in this omnibus edition. So I want to read through this omnibus edition at some point and read that new chapter. The next one I've got here is Andrew D. Meredith's Quaint Creatures, Magical and Mundane, A Sideways Tale. So I've already read this one as well. I listened to the audiobook on this one, but as soon as I saw that Andrew was releasing this one, I was like, oh, I've got to pick it up. I mean, I've loved everything that I've read by him so far. I haven't read his Needle and Leaf series yet, but it's on my shelf. You can't see it, but it's on the shelf. You can't see it, but it's on the shelf, and I want to I have Thrace, and I want to read that one very, very bad. What I do know is this was fantastic. I did not know what to expect from this, and I will have a review for it relatively soon. But I did not know what to expect from this, but I just enjoyed it completely. And yeah, very fun book, as is to be expected with Meredith. I have the Protectors of Pratani Book 1, which is Becoming a Druid by Mike Molman. And I have Book 2, Sins and Sorrows. And Book 3, To Speak with Elders. And finally, Book 4, Desperate Dispatches. I've loved these first three books. How can I say that? Or how have I said this in the past? I believe I've said that basically the sum of the whole is great. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Or maybe that was Mike Molman replying to me in a comment or something like that. But basically that's how I would describe it. The individual books, yeah, they're fun, but it's thinking back on the series as a whole as I've read through it that I've just absolutely loved. And so I'm excited to eventually, hopefully rather soon, get to Desperate Dispatches, but it's not immediately. I want the books, obviously. I want the physical books. That's why I have them. That's why I bought them. But I'm not quite ready to physically read Desperate Dispatches. I may do the audio. I've done the audio for the first three, and that's likely what I'll do again for Book 4. But I have the physical in case I get to the physical first. To go along with that, though, Mike Molman sent me The Halley Traveler, which is a sci-fi book that I was not aware of him writing until he reached out to me and said, hey, do you want me to send you my sci-fi book that I just released too? And I was like, sure. I've really enjoyed what I've read from him, and I want to keep reading his books. And obviously I'll take a free book. I don't know when I will get to this, quite honestly, but I do really want to read this one as well. I want to see what Molman can do in a sci-fi series. I've loved what he's done in this fantasy take on Europe, on Great Britain, on the British Isles, with Protectors of Britannia. But I want to see what he can do in a sci-fi series, because I think that could be very interesting. I bet I can see his writing style and his humor and his just everything about the way that he writes fitting really well into a sci-fi book. And so that's exciting. Nico from Nico's Book Reviews reached out to me and asked if I wanted a couple of books that he would send me and I just pay for shipping. And so I said yeah, because I knew what the books were and I know that I want to read them. And those books are Ascendant, Songs of Chaos Book 1 by Michael R. Miller, Unbound, Songs of Chaos Book 2 by Michael R. Miller, and Defiant, Songs of Chaos Book 3. And so, by Michael R. Miller. So I now have the Songs of Chaos series, or the first 3 books in it at least, that I got basically for free. It doesn't cost that much to ship them, so it's basically for free from Nico, and that's super cool. I'm super excited to have these and to finally read them, because I've heard so much great stuff about them, and I'm almost positive that I'm going to love these when I finally get to them. The next one, second to last one that I've got for this haul here, is The Advent of Winter, a fantasy anthology. The Advent of Winter is by a whole 24 different self-published authors. And this was put together by Dom from Dominish Books, and this has his debut short story in it as well. And so this was kind of our Christmas, the big Christmas thing that happened on BookTube last year was this anthology where it acted as an advent calendar, and we received one short story every day in our email from December 1st to December 24th. I was not able to stay caught up with them, and I eventually got behind. I think I'd only read about half of them before December 24th actually came, and December ended and January came. But I did finish this, I believe, in January or February, and I didn't get a chance to review it before I stopped making videos for a little bit, but very much enjoyed these. Not every short story is perfectly exactly for me, but that's kind of to be expected with an anthology or collection of short stories. But I am very impressed with everything about this anthology in terms of how many different authors, how many different short stories, the quality of each of the stories. Even if I didn't like them, I liked the themes that they were playing with, this idea of winter and cold, and I liked just a lot about this series. Really worked well for me, this anthology really worked well for me. Also, it's absolutely beautiful, this physical hardback. I know the paperback is coming out soon. It won't be as gorgeous as this hardback is, because this is a kind of like a special edition, Kickstarter edition type thing, and you won't get all the art that you're getting in here, but this is absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to continue on reading all of these authors, most of these authors. Some of them their stories weren't my favorite, but there's a lot of these authors that I just absolutely adored, and very excited to continue reading. This last one is this beautiful edition of Dune. I don't know what it is, special edition of Dune of some sort, and just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful artwork inside. Basically, it's a special edition, and I've been wanting my own edition of Dune for a while, and I probably wouldn't have gone with this specific edition if I had found a different one that was within a decent, respectable price range, and that wasn't so, and that I actually liked the art and the cover and everything. I love this. I do like this art and this cover quite a bit, but I also, the other determining factor for me was that I like the other books in the series, the other editions of the editions. I can't talk. This edition of the other books in the series. I haven't read the other books in the series as of yet, but I really want to, and if I end up enjoying them as much as I do, as much as I did Dune, I would love to get all of those in this same edition because it's absolutely beautiful edition, and I'd love to have that consistency between the series. All right, so that is my book haul, my I don't know, summer book haul or something like that. And thank you guys for watching an Erudite Adventure. I'm a little bit rusty at this, having taken about 7-month break almost, and I'm a bit rusty, but it feels good to be back, and I'm hoping that I can continue improving the channel in this next several months. We'll see what actually happens. The first thing I've got to get figured out is this mic, and hopefully the sound is better than it has been. So thank you guys for watching an Erudite Adventure. We will see you guys again soon. Stay well.